and local, I have had quite a bit of experience riding the rides at Disneyland, and these are my 4 most underrated rides that you should not skip the next time you go. The first one is gonna be the Canoes. Now, this one was definitely underrated because I didn't even ride it until I was like 30. I thought these would be boring. I thought it'd be a lot of work, but it is so much fun. If you like the Jungle Cruise, you're gonna love the cast members. They're also very funny. This is really fun to ride as a group or with some of your friends or family. It's a great bonding experience, and honestly, it does give you an arm workout, but it's not too extensive. They don't run all the time, but usually it's a walk on. You're just waiting for more people to get to the boat, and I think it's just a really fun time, so I would recommend not skipping this. Next is Rollickin Roadsters. This is the first trackless attraction at the Disney US parks, and it's still so impressive to me. It's a bunch of cars performing choreography to different songs. It varies from each run to run what song you're gonna get, and it has a lot more thrill than you would probably expect it to. This is a ride I ride basically every time I go to California Adventure, and I make everybody go with me. The next ride that I think is underrated is Star Tours. Now, prior to Galaxy's Edge existing, if you had asked me if I thought this ride was underrated, I would have said absolutely not. In fact, I might have told you it was overrated because I'm not a big screen person. I like practical effects because the line used to be pretty long for this. Now looking at Sunday morning, it was 80 minutes for Smuggler's Run or 15 minutes for Star Tours, which is kind of giving you more or less the same experience. And I think Star Tours is better because you get those different experiences for re-rideability. There's so many different combinations, and 90% of the time I seem to get stuck as the engineer on Smuggler's Run, so I'm just sitting there focusing, pushing the buttons because I'm a people pleaser and I have to get 100%. I can't let the team down, so I have a much more enjoyable experience on Star Tours. The last one is Snow White's Enchanted Wish. Now, out of the dark rides, I think that this one is the most underrated. It has been the most recently updated dark ride in Fantasyland. The line is pretty similar in length to Pinocchio's, but this one was the most recently updated ride and is the most technologically advanced. So I don't know why people are sleeping on this one. I think part of it is probably because people are still traumatized from their youth when it was Snow White's Scary Adventure, but it's not that scary anymore. Only a little scary. Not quite, not enough to have scary in the name. Enchanted, definitely. Enchanted in the name is valid. So if you like classic Disney rides, this is definitely a great one to prioritize.